Shreveport, Bossier, and surrounding areas. Claudia Jordan, Bentley Kyle Evans, and the Hope Care Foundation presents White Lies, The Lord Knows My Heart. Coming to the Strand Theater, March 19th at 7 p.m. Starring Christian Keys from BET's All the Queen's Men, Claudia Jordan from Real Housewives of Atlanta and Fox Soul, Bootal from The Game, and Willie Taylor from Day 26 and Love and Hip Hop. For more information, go to www.thestrandtheater.com or call the box office at 318-226-8585.
Shreveport people, y'all hoes drop down in the description box and click the link to purchase tickets for this play. City of Miami Gardens presents Jazz in the Gardens, March 12th and 13th. And in connection with this event, I was given the opportunity to interview Rick Ross, who will be performing at the festival. Here's what he had to say.
What's happening?
What's going on, Mr. Rick Ross? How are you, good sir?
Man, you already know, man. Super good, super good.
I'm about to make you super better. You know we both Carroll City graduates, right?
Oh, man, you a Carroll City graduate?
Carroll City, class of 01. What year you came out?
Man, you a chief?
I am a chief. I'm a Coach Frazier baby.
You a Coach Frazier,
I'm a Coach Frazier baby. Vocational wing.
Big money?
Yes, sir.
That's big money, man. That's
yes,
big.
Sir. Yes, sir. So we're gonna keep this interview Miami centric. I ain't gonna take up.
I came out in '94.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. Where in the area you from? I grew up on 37th and 170th.
I grew up on 39th Court and 183rd.
Okay, Negro. So you right there.
I'm in the heart, man.
You are in the heart.
This is really big.
So listen, let's get this thing popping off. First off, I want to thank you on behalf of Fox Soul and TGIF for taking a little time out in your morning to sit down and talk with us. I won't take up too much of your time. But let's start at Carroll City. As a young Rick Ross walking the halls of Carroll City, what did you think your future would be? Did you think it would be rap?
May not. It was just my mind was just running free. You know what I'm saying? My heart was wide open. You know what I'm saying? I almost, maybe felt like I could really do anything. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it was. I felt like I could go pro at one moment. You know what I mean? And it was, it was just one of those things. I didn't feel enclosed. So it was just, I was ready to do whatever, came across me.
You'll play. That's what's up. So, Rick, one of the things I love about you the most is that checker story. And for those of our Fox Soul viewers that don't know the story about that checkers on the corner of 27th and 183rd, can you tell us your connection to that checkers?
Well, my connection with checkers on 183rd and 27 was when we played football games on Friday nights at Trash Power Stadium. When we left Trash Power Stadium, first and foremost, when I was a kid in middle school, all of the hustlers used to be in the Miami Gardens, Flea Market 183rd, Studio 183. That's what that was. It was Studio 183. That Studio 183 was more significant than the Flea Market itself. And that was the Flea Market parking lot.
Correct.
The hustlers in Carroll City that I heard about the most. Aaron and Huey and Booby and this and that, Graylin and it. The names I heard, they were all in the parking lot. You know what I mean? So we rode through there as youngsters with older dudes. And, so by the time I got to high school, it was about the checkers. So after we played on Friday night, we won 90% of the time.
Exactly.
At when we left Trash Power, went back to Carroll City, changed clothes. Then we all, as far as the football team, met at Checkers on 183rd Street. And, man, that was just what it was on a Friday night, man. Everybody just sat on the trunks of their cars, you know what I'm saying? Hopefully everybody had $2, $3 You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Checkers, you know what I'm saying? If you spend $11, the bags was heavy. You know what I'm saying? Man, it was just one of the moments, man, that I remember most. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If it was a football player, you had a girlfriend, they knew to meet you there. And, you know, whatever it was always positive energy at Checkers. It was never a shootout. It was never a fight. It was just, you know, it was for all the Kansas City Chiefs.
So what prompted you to buy it?
Really, man, that's what really made me buy it. I don't even think it was about the profit. I don't even think it was about the business aspect, because once again, the same way I bought Wingstop, I wasn't sure if I was going to win or lose. I just so happened to win. So I bought a Checkers, not sure if I would win or lose. You know what I'm saying? But here we are, still rocking.
Is that the only Checkers that you own?
Yeah, right now it is.
Okay, good. So knowing your connection to Miami Gardens, and you know what, I actually hate calling it Miami Gardens, because for dudes like us, it will always be Kansas City.
You better believe.
How does it feel to come back to your community and be performing at Jazz in the Gardens?
Oh man, it's priceless. It's priceless. You know what I'm saying? And I believe more than anything, it'll help inspire me to let the other youngsters that's from Miami Gardens know the opportunities that's right here in Miami Gardens. I think that's the big picture. And everybody know that's from Miami Gardens know what's going on right here in Miami Gardens. If you from Miami Gardens, if you from 305, you don't really got to look away for, you know, great things. You know what I'm saying?
You can do it right here.
Opportunity for great things that's going on, because it's happening right here. We ain't got to go too far.
So that, you know what?
The world is yours. You could go where you want, but man, it's great things happening right here at home.
Good stuff. And that's a great segue. So I want to ask you a very serious question when it comes to Miami music. Why do you think Miami artists in particular don't get as big as artists sometimes from other cities?
Well, I'm gonna be honest, you know, that ain't nothing that's nothing that I really want to lock into, because I feel like my Miami artists could be just as big as any artist in the world. You know what I'm saying? Miami, what we gotta accept and realize is we so dope, we so unique. We do things that a lot of people take years to onto. That vibe we have in Miami, in Carol City, in Liberty City, in Overtown, whatever it is such a unique vibe. It take others many, many years to catch on to, but once they do, it's priceless.
Agreed.
Feel me?
Agreed. What prompted your move to Atlanta?
Really, it wasn't about a move to Atlanta. It was just making sure we continue to buy real estate.
Okay.
We can't just stay here. When you big as you can, man, make sure you getting real estate everywhere.
Okay.
Spread your hustle. Spread your hustle. Put yourself in the conversation wherever they get money at.
Okay.
That money, and make sure you always come back home.
I love it. I love it. So speaking of real estate, everybody's talking about you now with this farm and this cattle business. And you know, we having a shortage on wings. I mean, we tired of eating fried thighs. Like, what's going on with your cattle business and your farming?
Well, really, you know, I just got a cow. That was just something that really was a dream of mine for many, many years. And we made it happen. Shout out to my homies, man. Wall Street.
Okay. We just came off of
really just something I've been thinking about for many years. And man, it happened, man. And you know, knowing me and the boss that I am, I'm sure I'll expand on it.
Okay. So speaking of you being a boss, Rick Ross, just how expensive.
Hold on one second. Hold on one second. My brother, you there?
I'm here, brother.
All right, shit, I ain't rushing you off now.
Oh, no, you good. You good.
Shit, if you had 5 minutes, you got 7 now.
Oh, well, if I got 7, I got 15. I mean, we can make it do what it do now. You know, it's funny because we were originally, well, Suzanne said we could have potentially come to your home. And then she was like, nah, Rick only gonna talk to Jawan Strader at his house. And I was like, I understand that folks don't want people all up in their house. I get it. We'll talk to him virtually.
Everybody ain't a chief, brother.
I understand. I figured, I was like, if he would have known, he probably didn't let me slide.
You feel me?
Listen, this is just the
That black
beginning.
and orange something else.
This is just the beginning. So when we left off, you were talking about being a boss, and I took some fan questions. Some fans wanted to know, as a boss, just how expensive is your sweat?
Oh man, my sweat is expensive. See, you got to realize, being a black brother going across to the Middle East over in Dubai, and I understand oil is their big business, but guess what? This is that black gold, and ain't nothing more priceless than this.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So tell us about that camel, Rick, because you look like you was about to lose your damn mind getting on that camel.
You know what? You a chief, so I'm gonna be honest with you, and you the first and only person I'll tell this to. Ricky Rose was a little nervous.
You're a little nervous.
I've never been on a camel where I never heard that noise, and I've never dropped down first like a holler in LA.
The way that camel was grunting, it was scaring me, and I was here in Miami watching you. So Rick, let me get your take. Let me get your take on this last Super Bowl. What were your thoughts? The halftime performance.
You know what? I most definitely was happy that it was hip hop, control.
Okay.
That's what it's about. You know what I mean? One time, I'm a huge fan and love Dr. Dre, and just because it was hip hop, and I know in the next couple of years it'll be in Miami, and it'll be the big boss Ricky Rose and some more Chiefs and some more 305ers, and we'll be rocking the world. So that's how I look. That's how I took it.
So that brings me to my next question. If it did come to Miami, what would your ideal Super Bowl lineup be?
It'll be most definitely Luke. That's who inspired me to be a CEO. That's who made me feel like I could own my own record label, manufacture, produce, release, and distribute my own records. The way he did Luke Records, most definitely Trick Daddy, JT Money, Trina, and the biggest boss, Ricky Rose. And when I walk out, I'll come out in a helicopter, and then the confetti will fall with my face on it everywhere, and everybody will be trying to catch it in their pocket and go home with it.
Just upstage the whole damn Super Bowl, huh?
Why not, man? I'm a chief, man.
I love it. I love it. So, Rick, I don't know if you're familiar with our show TGIF, but it features Claudia Jordan and Al Reynolds and myself, I myself happen to be gay. Al Reynolds is a bisexual man, and Claudia is a straight ally. What is your take on gay rappers like Santana perhaps coming into the game? What are your thoughts on that?
I'm not familiar with the name Santana, but live your life, chase your dreams, and go hard, man.
Mm-hmm.
Go hard.
Do you think hip hop will ever embrace the LGBT community fully?
I believe hip hop has already embraced it,
mm-hmm.
without a doubt.
Okay.
Yeah.
And lastly, celebrities right now, we have this big push for students to attend HBCUs. Tell us a little bit about your time at Albany State.
Oh man, it most definitely was an amazing experience. Just at the time, I felt like that wasn't for me.
Mm-hmm.
And if it was, I would have rocked out, because
mm-hmm.
I seen the love in it. I seen the vibe in it. I seen the genius in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I still do. You understand? I see the culture. I see the vibe. I see the companies that, look for those HBCU students that's really wanting to be great, want to do big things. So
mm-hmm.
I see it. You know what I mean? I most definitely stay tapped in with the HBCUs. That's whether it's in the South, that's in DC, wherever it's at.
Mm-hmm. Now, speaking of Miami culture, we have a food scene like no other. I did 10 years in Atlanta, and one thing that I don't like about Atlanta is they don't have the food the way we had the food.
No,
so when you come back home, what's that one thing that you got to go to the hood to get?
I got to go straight to Hammond's Bakery.
Okay.
Right off 27 183rd. It's the Jamaican Bakery. I've been eating there since I went to Miami Gardens Middle. No,
okay.
I came back, not Miami Gardens Elementary. That's where I went to elementary school. I went to middle school, Carol City Middle School, right first and 37.
Y'all were the Colts back then.
Better believe it.
Uh-huh.
That's where Hammond's was at back then. They had 25-cent beef patties back then. And we ate there, and still, as soon as I touch down and land, I go get me some oxtails and some beef patties. Jamaican cola and maybe a ginger beer. You feel me?
So for me, I miss the conch salad and the pineapple salad from the flea market, and I always got to go to Shakers whenever I come back in town.
Man, I gotta salute Shakers one time for that fried conch. That'll never change. I'm gonna salute that for life.
I gotta go to Shakers. And so before we wrap up and get out of here, Rick, I want you, because you and I come from a place where there are not a lot of examples of success. I mean, in our day, there were, you either played football, you sold drugs, or you went and got a good county job. You know what I'm saying? And all three were great to provide for your family. What would you tell specifically to that young kid from Carroll City, now Miami Gardens? What would you say to them?
Don't never count yourself out. Just understand you priceless. And if you mean what you tell yourself, if you love what you chasing, man, don't you ever stop, because you will make it happen. You will make it happen. You will make it happen. I say it 3 times back to back, just like that.
You will make it happen. I appreciate that. And in closing, Rick, can you give me a drop for Fox Soul and TGIF, please?
That's too easy. It's the biggest boss, Ricky Rose, and you rocking with Fox Soul, TGIF. You better check in every day, all the time. That's if you want to be a legend.
I appreciate you for your time, good sir.
It's too easy.
Chief, I salute you.
Chiefs for life.
And I will see you at Jazz in the Gardens.
Jazz in the Gardens going to be legendary.
It will be. And don't walk past me when I'm at the tent with the Fox Soul mic. Don't be too big for you, boy.
You already know, man. It's the Chiefs, man. Just say Chief. That's all you got to say. That's orange and black. That's in our blood.
Yeah, it's in our blood. I love you, brother. You have a good morning.
Salute.
Thank you.
Yep.